Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, My Vagabond Style. I'm Debbie, and I'm going to bring you more fodder today. I'm like fodder crazy. I can't help myself. I promised you trees. We're going to have trees today. I'm really excited about them. I think I have four new trees for you and some other floral. So it won't just be about trees, but there will be plenty of trees today. So I've got my fodder book here. This is part 4. We've gone through all these different ones already. And if you haven't seen the other videos, I will link the playlist below in the description box. So these are all the ones that we've done so far, quite a few. Okay, so I'm going to use today the Sweet Paul magazine. A lot of you have been asking what magazines I'm using. The ones with food, I tend to use these Sweet Pauls. I think you could use any food magazine, but I just like these because I really like the texture on these pages and they're slightly thicker. They're not too thick. They're just a nice matte finish on these as well. Daphne's Diary is kind of the same type of magazine as far as the texture and quality of the paper. So you could use that if you wanted to do exactly what I'm doing. But I really like this magazine because of all the food images in here, and it's just really pretty photography in here. So I've already picked out my pages so that I can move things along. The first one I have for you today is this really cool, like, willow tree. I really liked this one, and so let me just show you how I did it. I'm using Posca pins, Sharpies, and a jelly roll, a gel pen. So with that, oh, and I have this fine tip Sharpie too. So these are all the pens that I kind of go to. They're different sizes. The biggest one I have is this Posca marker, which is, it says 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter. That is kind of my go-to one. And that's the one I'll start with now. I picked this page out of the magazine because for this tree, I just thought it had a lot of different stuff going on and maybe you wouldn't focus on what was in the back. That was why I went with this particular one. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and draw a straight line down. And then I'm going to double it because I wanted a little thicker trunk. Okay. And then I'm just going to start making these lines that just go down like this. That's it. And I'll do one on the other side. Just keeping it somewhat even, going back and forth. These can cross. They can be shorter. Some should be shorter, some should be longer. You probably don't want them all the same length. I'm just going to keep going here. And you can make the little balls on the end. They don't have to be the same size. And like this one will cross. And you can make more or less or whatever you want to do, however big you want the tree. Could make one go right directly here. And then at that point, I probably just go ahead and cut it out. Maybe I'll do one more right here. The more you do, I think the more it doesn't show your background as much, you know, because you've got a lot other things going on here. And then I like to use my little cutter bee scissors. I'm just going to rough cut it out real quick. So while I'm cutting this out, I just would like to thank everybody for your support on these fodder videos. Like, I feel like people are really enjoying them. They are not just watching the videos, but they're actually making the fodder. So that's really exciting. I love that, you guys. Thank you for all the kind comments and for just hanging out with me. You know, there are a ton of channels out there, and so I just appreciate you spending time with me and hanging out. So as I'm cutting this out, I'm just kind of going up a bit. Like I'm not going all the way, you can tell I'm not going all the way to the top. I'm just cutting some of this away and I'm leaving a little bit of the magazine page around the edge. I'm not going right up to the black line. The reason I'm cutting most of this out is I just don't really want to tell what's in the background. I don't I don't really want to know what's back there. I just want the color. So if you've made some fodder, I would love to see what you're doing. If you have Instagram, you can tag me. I don't use Instagram that much anymore. I post pictures occasionally, but I will go like if you tag me on something, I'll see it. So I would love to see what you've got going on. And or if you don't, send me an email with a picture. myvagabondstyle@gmail.com. So yeah, I don't even think you'll be able to tell what's behind here when we're done. Every one of them, I'm just kind of going up a bit. Get rid of that. Now this one I didn't outline or anything with any of the white, but if you felt like you wanted to, go ahead and outline it and see what it turns out like. Okay, yeah, that turned out good. I like that one a lot. Okay, and you know, it's so hard now because every little scrap I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, that could be a flower or a leaf. So I don't know if I'm now making more paper scraps than I ever had, but it's hard to let it go. Okay, so that's tree number one. Put that up there. Okay, number two is not a tree, but this is so fun and whimsical. I just love this one. So I thought this might be a good one to do it on, something like that. It's been a while since I did this one. I made it when I was originally first starting to see which ones I liked. I think I found this one on Pinterest, I think. Okay, so this one I just did a little swoopy line. And then I'm just doing some different types of circles as far as size. So this one probably looks a little better if you make the circles fairly well. Okay, but you don't have to. Obviously, like not all mine are well made. So then I'm just gonna make a little line going out. Oh, my pen needs a little more juice. Okay, and then do the circle there. And you don't even have to make them. See how this one right here is just along the edge of the stem there? There's not even anything coming out of it. There's no stem. And then this one you can make here, smaller. You can do another one attached here. And come back out going this way. You can make them go a little on an angle. We'll probably do another one here. This one, maybe I'll do one kind of up here. Now that's going to be a little hard for me to cut because I'm going to have to go in there. I probably, maybe when you're doing it, you might want to space them out a little bit. Do a little one here and then a big one there. For me, it's easier just to cut it out and roughly first. So this basically just takes on the color of your background paper. And it's all about the edging. Okay, you guys, so I am still doing the 16-hour fast and the 8-hour eating window. I've been doing it now, I guess, about 3 weeks, and I feel pretty good on it. I have to tell you though, waiting till 10 o'clock to eat anything other than just drinking some coffee or tea, some days is harder than others. That's for sure. I Sometimes I feel like I'm used to it, and then other days I have a harder time with it. I am now doing like one day a week where I just eat whenever I want. Is I'm not doing the fast on that because I've heard that your body gets too used to it if you do it every day. So that's where I'm at with that. I think I lost about 2 pounds. So nothing earth shattering in 3 weeks. But here's the thing, I'm still eating basically whatever I want. So, um, hey, if I lost 2 or 3 pounds a month, I'm in it for the long haul. And also, like, I am not very active. I'm pretty sedentary. Now, this pretty little piece of pink paper for sure, I will save and make another flower out of that. Yeah, isn't that pretty, you guys? Okay, so there is number 2. Okay, we'll do another tree. So I'm sorry about the fish. Just we'll just do this so you don't have to look at him. Okay. But I thought this right here was really good. And I want to do this tree right here. This was a fun one. I'm going to use the big marker again and make sure it's ready to go here. Yeah. And then I'm just going to go up, around. Yeah. Every time I do it on camera, I'm like so bad at it. Why is that? You guys make me nervous. Stop making me nervous. Okay, so we'll go this way. Now these I am doing pretty close together because I don't want you to know that it's a dead fish. Also, I haven't eaten today. It's not 10 o'clock. Maybe that's why I'm having a harder time. I need to feed my brain. Maybe I want one more right here. Okay, so let me cut this. And when I'm cutting this, I might just, well, do I want to leave any of that? I think I will. I was going to go close to it to kind of fix it, but you know what? You probably won't even notice this right here. And if I wanted, I could, let's go ahead and go around this one. I don't know. It may or may not look good, but we'll try it. I'm going to do like a wonky line all the way around on the outside because it's a tree. It might just be what we need. Okay, that hit it, you guys, right? You know, don't even notice it anymore. And you really wouldn't know that that was a dead fish. So there you go. There's tree number 2. Okay, the next one is a flower. And this one is really easy. So I'm going to draw this shape right here. Okay. And then I'm just going to draw a line down. Now here, I'm going to go down just a little bit and make a petal right there. We're going to do the same thing with this side. Petal there. And now we're going to do one more on the inside. And then one more, even smaller. Okay, that's it. Actually, I'm going to make this just a little bigger right here. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that this is all dry. Like right now, I can see there's 2 little spots here in the center that are not dry. So I'm just going to start with this outside portion here. And if you like, that one's a pretty thin little line. I have this other Posca pen here. It's very small, 0.07 millimeter, and it's got a nice little tip on it. That would work for this too. So I could use that, but I'm not going to change right in the middle. I just wanted to show you that nice pointy one. So yeah, Poscas have different tips. I didn't realize that for a while. And I'm just sort of keeping it in the black lines there. Okay, so let's cut this one out. When I'm making these for you guys, I'm making them a little bigger than what I did originally. I just think that it shows up a little better on camera. Aren't these eggs pretty? I'm telling you that. I don't know if they make that Sweet Paul magazine anymore, but man, it's always so many beautiful things in it. That's it. That's all you cut out. Look how easy that is to cut out. I like this one. Very fun and simple, but you could have like all different sizes, a little field of them. Really pretty. Okay, so there's that one. And the next one I have is this one right here. Now you could make this bigger and make it like a tree, like a whimsical tree, but this one I just did as a flower. So this one I just started out with just a leaf. And then I just did another leaf beside it, a skinny one, and then another skinny one. I mean, look at my drawing. It is not very good, you guys. Anybody could do this. And if you don't have much luck the first time, just keep trying because you'll get it. Now in this one, I went ahead and did some little details, fine details, and you could do that if you want or not. Just doesn't matter, whatever you feel like. So this one, I just did a little inner portion of it, and then I just did some black dots down the middle. And then same with this one, I didn't draw the whole thing. I only drew one line. I didn't draw both like that one. And I just did a few inner dots, however many would fit. Same with this one, just one line and some dots. One line and dots. Oh yeah, that is so pretty. I love it. I could see making a bunch of these. It just doesn't stop, you guys. Just like you find a good pattern and you just want to keep making them. Okay, so that's the other flower for today. Okay, now the next tree that I'm going to show you, I really love this tree. Isn't that pretty? Now this one takes a little bit more time to make because it's got a lot of little detail. And this one I did with the other part of this page. It was a bunch of eggs in these pretty uh, ceramic dishes, and I thought that looked definitely like a fall tree, even summer, but just really pretty. So this one, let's see if I can make the same shape. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. And then here's my line down. Now I kind of ran out of real estate there. I would have liked to have a longer trunk, but that's okay. Maybe there's some bushes here. So now this right here, I'm just going to do these lines going this way, all the way across, and I'm just going to space them out a bit. Not too far, because I don't want you to know what is behind there. All right, and now I'm just going to do dots, circles. They are not always exactly like, see how I'm putting these two farther that way? All right, we've got all the dots in there. And I'm just going to let it dry for a minute. And while I'm letting it dry, I can go around with the black. So this is just the skinny little Sharpie, the fine point Sharpie, and I'm just going to go around these, and I'm just doing like a shaky hand, just like I haven't eaten in 16 hours. Okay. So I think it's going to be like 111 here today. And I just took the dogs out back for a minute to let them go to the bathroom, and they decided they were going to sit there and sunbathe. Seriously, it's probably over 100 already out there, and they want to bake their brains. So I sat on the, because it's all about them. I sat on our patio furniture out there and until I couldn't take it. And then finally, one of the dogs comes around the corner panting. Like, have you had enough? So, yeah, that's how we roll here. They have the rule of the roost, but they're worth it. I showed Sadie, no, who did I have? Sadie or Chava on my lap? I think I had Sadie when I did my room tour. If you guys haven't seen my craft room tour, um, I had her on my lap, my persistent, my lazy persistent. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back because it's been long enough, and I'm just going to make little dots. And they don't even have to be in the center. Like some of them are higher, some of them are lower. Okay, and then I'm going to go around it with the black marker again. Now, I mean the fine tip. Again, I'm just going in and out. It doesn't make any sense how squiggly it is. You just kind of, I'm just going back and forth so that I can see the mark here and there. Actually, probably want that there. Okay, you can go around a couple times if you want. And then I'll go around it with the white one. All right, and now I'm just going to cut it out. I'll do a little trunk. Now you can go, back and forth if you want, which I think I'll do this time. I just did a straight line around that one. Whatever you're more comfortable doing. All right, that's tree number 3, I believe. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I have a bonus video for you guys. I'm going to attach the link as a suggested video at the end of this video. I'm putting out 2 videos so that you can see me using the fodder, because a lot of people have been saying, hey, this is great, but what do I do with it? So there's lots of videos out there, though, that show what to do with fodder. But since you guys are asking, I'm going to go ahead and make a collage using these. So stay tuned for that at the very end. This is another version of a willow, this type of cascading tree. So I think this one is pretty easy. So I thought this sweater would be fun because it's got some colors in it. And you're just going to make an arch, and then you're just going to close it. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the trunk. And I'll color it in. Now this one, you're going to take and make a line right down the middle. And then you're going to do the shaky hand branches. Okay, just kind of follow it down, space them apart. Okay, then you'll do that the same thing to the other side. Now you can do them a little bit apart from each other, or you can do them directly across, whatever you like. This one is a super easy one to cut. You don't even have to have the same amount on each side. I mean, it's very forgiving. And then I'll cut this one out. Okay, so there's that one. I am going to go ahead and put the white lines around it, because I feel like it does kind of muddy up what's behind it. It just makes it not so, pulled to the front. I really do like all these rainbow colors here. And I'm just, again, doing the squiggly lines. And these, I'm not touching the black. All right, so there's the other tree. I'm going to show you a leaf now. I'm trying to, mix it up a bit so it's not all one subject. The leaf that I'm going to show you is this one. And I do like when I find some of these that are a little bit out of focus. For some reason, I really do like that. All right, so this is just a big leaf. You can make them big, you can make them small. And then I'm going to take the fine point Sharpie, and I'm going to draw a line right down the middle. And then I'm going to take and go just keep it equal a distance around the edge here. Do that. And I'm going to do it on the other side. And then I'm just going to keep making it just a little bit smaller. And then going down again. And then this one. Just about there. And that's it. And I'll cut this one out. There's another pretty leaf. That one was simple and quick. Easy cut out on that. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Right now, you're going to see on the corner, there's going to be the suggested video, which is the new video I'm putting out using this fodder. And then there's a round circle. If you haven't subscribed, you can click that round circle with the bird in it, and that will lead you to subscribe to my channel. It costs nothing. It's just like a like or a follow. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope you had fun with the trees. I'll be working on more because guess what? There's a part 5. you know, of course, there's a part 5. Thank you guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.